We are live in prime time for CSBA Season 6 All-Star Game. East versus the West, and Team Blackpaw versus Team Stern. Joining me in the booth, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Rust himself. What's up, Rusty?
Here we go.
Uh-oh, Rusty's muted. Is he not ready yet? Oh, he just dropped out. All right, well, welcome, guys. He'll be back. I think there he is. Let's see if he unmutes his mic. Rusty, what's up, brother? Welcome to CSBA Season 6 All-Star Game, my brother.
Yeah, excuse the technical difficulty, but I'm here now. Excited.
You're good. No worries. What are you looking forward to this game? Obviously, a lot of the CSBA's primetime talent on display for everybody here.
I know it's hard to point out a matchup as Mojo takes a shot, but I love All-Star games because you got all the best talent, and we got to vote it in. So much fun.
Yeah, the community definitely voted in all these players, and we appreciate everybody voting. No score yet early on here. Good ball movement, though, there. BB Quattro gets the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, curious they're actually playing defense. You know, All-Star games are notorious for just being offensive friendly.
Yeah, for sure. A little worried about my buddy Dick Dickey, who is supposed to be in the booth with me, not responding. A little MIA. I hope everything is okay with him. But appreciate you stepping in to pinch hit for him.
Of course.
So you've been around the CSBA a lot. I feel like the anticipation coming into this game a little higher than we've had in the previous seasons. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. I think CSBA has grown so much, and there's so much more involvement than there has been in previous years. Mistake by Mojo, but I think that the halftime. That's why everyone's been interested in the halftime show.
No, I mean, I'm excited. That's only one part of the show. I'm excited for these guys to put on a show for us, and they usually do. Is Emmanuel Blackman, a hero from a few seasons ago, hitting that game-winning jumper as he hits the baseline jumper there. So we see DB do some stuff in past All-Star games. This is his final one of his collegiate career.
Yeah, and he's had an impact on these All-Star games. We'll see if he pops off another three for old time's sake.
Deep three there, no good, as Blackman up with the rebound. You know, the interesting thing about EB is he's having a stellar season at Providence in his senior year, and Providence looking to make their mark in the postseason this year. This is being as good as they are.
Yeah, I mean, they took me down, so I definitely got a lot of respect for Blackman, and he's been a dominant player for a long time.
Charlie Banks with the steal, kicks it out to Jordan for three, and then Charlie Banks in there, in amongst the trees, getting a rebound, but gets blocked by, that was BB Quattro that came up with that block.
Yeah.
Mojo to Jim Carr, bang!
A bunch of threes already. Carr, he's getting up there in all-time three-pointers made. And this one won't count, but it's still fun.
Kareem DePants fired up a three. I think Carr would have liked to have a few more of those and in the three-point shootout last night. It's Quattro for three. Bang! These guys are fired up from beyond the arc.
I mean, he's starting to get hot. Lots of threes he made.
Banks step-back jumper. No good as it rattles off the rim. Carr up with the rebound. Look out the pass. Quattro looking to shoot often as he hits another jumper in transition. He's got 7.
Yeah, Banks coming for that MVP award.
Yeah, a couple of guys saying, where were all these splashes last night? I know, the guys were a little nervous when you're the only guy out on the court. Spotlight is on you and you only. It's a little nerve-wracking. DePants step back three, no good.
Man.
Blackman with the putback.
Yeah, great slam there by Blackman. And there's also a different pressure. When you're in game, that's when you're more used to shooting for these guys. So sometimes there's better in-game shooters.
Yeah, for sure. Carr now looks to drive, dribbles inside amongst the trees, kicks it back out to Quattro. 10 on the shot clock. Mack going to set a screen, and David Ware with a steal. Got numbers the other way. See if the West can capitalize. Gets it over to Black with baseline jumper, and EB having a good start too.
Yeah, great pass by Ware. Big East connection there, Marquette and Providence.
The best part is getting to see some of these All-Stars play together for the very first time. Some have played in their former careers at other colleges, but for most, this is a first-chance opportunity to play with some really premier players if you've never played with them before, as Medici hits that one.
Yeah. And, it's funny, they'll get to play together, and then they're going to fight for their lives next week as conference play starts.
Timeout on the court. 14-11 East on top. Really good start to the game so far offensively here, Rusty.
Definitely
Did
lots of
not
threes.
mean to pause that. I meant to press the button. Excuse me, guys. Sorry if I gave everybody a little bit of a heart attack there. You almost gave myself one.
Yeah.
Michael, so substitutions for both squads. The question Rylock was asking, which team is which? I believe the East is Team Blackpaw, especially since Jalen Ali is on it. So,
Yeah.
pretty sure that's the case, unless Stern tried to steal him in the draft.
Yeah, I can't confirm, but I can probably find it.
I'm pretty sure that is. I mean, you can look at it. I posted it in the league announcements. You'll be able to see it. Jalen Ali, Stern. Yeah, that has to be. They didn't draft each other, I would think. 'Cause Stern was on the court guarding Ali in that sequence, actually.
Right.
So that would make sense. As long as they didn't draft each other, that.
Yeah, you're right. Ali is on Team Blackball, so yep.
Yep. East is Team Blackball. West is Team Stern. Bryson, low post shot. No good as it rattles in and out. CJ Mack tips it to himself. Gets it out to Joe Cass. These lineups are crazy how stacked these teams are.
Yeah, that's the All-Star game, though. That's the whole point, to be stacked and star-studded.
Yes, sir. Cross up with the rebound on the Joey Cass miss. West trying to push here, trying it with numbers. Good defense by Ali. Someone actually playing defense in an All-Star game? What's up with that?
All right, of course it would be Farmer trying to play defense and coming in with a foul.
Farmer's like, no easy baskets even in an All-Star game, Kobe Wiersma.
Oh, yeah. He loves his defense.
Wiersma also featured in the three-point contest last night.
Yeah, sharpshooter for those Kentucky Wildcats we used to be part of.
Kentucky, baby. Kentucky. Once a thug, always a thug. Wiersma missing the second. Wow, rare miss for Wiersma. Farmer going to go backdoor alley-oop to Jalen Ali. You don't see Ali get too many alley-oops.
No, I mean, he's a high flyer, though, very athletic. I like to call him Ollie Oops.
I love it. I love it. The first time I heard that nickname, that's great.
Yeah.
We're going to get the benefit of screen. Baseline, I assume he shot from the wing there. Good. He rattles that home.
Yeah, and you can look at the shooting percentage. The East is on fire to start.
It's
not too far behind.
Yeah, it's only a 4-point game, so Ali not able to capitalize there. Cass with the with the rebound there. Ali kicks it out to CJ Mack. Ali running around trying to get a little separation from his defender. Now pull away jumper. That's good. And he's giving the old Hulk Hogan put the hand to the ear, looking for the crowd to give him a little applause.
Also, we like to see some celebrations and players some high energy. And I've always loved Ali ever since his Marquette days, and champion now. And the deflection there.
Good defense by Stern, trying to feed CJ Mack back door, but to no avail. Good defense on the inbound pass. West's going to retain possession.
Yeah, a little payback maybe.
All-star crowd chanting for defense. Want a little defense play? These guys don't play defense in an all-star game. No good. CJ Mack up with the rebound. Yeah, what were we going to say?
I would say, I guess you just want to see a full, complete game if you go to this,
Yeah, for sure. Farmer going to go inside to Cass. Cass out to Ali. Farmer backdoor. Fouled, counted in one as O'Houlihan tried to block that, but just got there about a half a step too late.
Yeah, Farmer about to celebrate Edelman, giving a big old hug from behind. It's definitely cool to see all these different players interact.
For sure. Farmer stud in his own right out of the University of Georgetown. East up by 9 right now, so East has looked good.
He's definitely stepped up in his role. He's always been a defensive player, but he's really stepped up on the offense and being a team leader.
Yeah, for sure. But we got to get some of these guys. If you're in an all-star game, you cannot be wearing 2K shoes. I'm sorry.
Maybe that's a reward.
I mean, I appreciate the support of the CSBA, but come on, guys. You're wearing shoes that say 2K on them. Adam going to find Farmer underneath. It's amazing how Farmer always finds those little seams, those little holes in the defense. He gets so open so often.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Tell me about it.
Here's a nice drive on Farmer. East going to call timeout. We'll stay right here. Good first quarter so far. East looking really cohesive, though.
Yeah, you almost think they've been practicing together all season and they're clicking.
Well, not surprising, Coach Blackpaw, national champion coach, not surprising his team is playing together. Ali no good there. Cross up with the rebound. Pass to O'Houlihan. He's going to go in. Oh, I thought he was going to dunk it. Good defense by Cass. He intimidated him.
Wow.
Must have been that extra couple of pints that O'Houlihan had earlier today that it's a little lagging on the court so far.
Yeah, I saw his Twitter feed mention that.
11-point lead for the East. West going to call timeout. We'll stay right here again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can see Cass. He was intimidated by Castle. He was learning to dunk that sucker too.
Yeah, Cass been playing great defense, and then Farmer's coming alive. He's challenging Banks for the MVP award now.
Kyler said he promises he will wear exclusive 2K generics. He's got a brand deal. I love it, Kyler. That's awesome. Might need to get him some NIL deal. Emmanuel Blackman, he's got 8 now, 4 or 5 from the field.
Yeah, great slam.
9-point lead. Mojo going to go in with the finger roll.
Yeah, Air Mojo. Dominant player.
So the East just continues to shoot lights out right now, and he's going to be a coveted player come the draft time. Nice take by Anthony Delano as he goes high off the glass.
And Delano, one of those Miami Hurricanes, only undefeated team this season.
Yes, sir. Miami has played phenomenal. Here's last night's slam dunk champion with the ball in the corner. He's going to get a screen from Mojo. Fadeaway jumper from the elbow, no good. Alpaca with the rebound, and Mojo rising with a tough bucket.
Yeah, funny. Packer gives it to Mojo, even though he has the height. But hey, former teammates there at Georgetown, championship winners there. Good chemistry.
Yes, sir. Delano looking to go one-on-one with Mojo. Now EB's going to look like EB is going to come set a block for him. And Delano fires up, and at the end of one, the East not able to capitalize there on that last possession. So 31-20 West East on top. You're watching CSBA Season 6 All-Star Game. All right, second quarter. Remember, guys, coming up halftime, we're going to talk about a few little things new for Season 7. New coaches, a couple of rebrands, and one additional item that I have not shared out with anybody just yet. Not even Nighthawk knows about it yet.
Oh boy!
A little addition to the store. Nothing crazy, but just something a little something extra.
Oh yeah. Couple former teammates there, Paca and Blackman going against each other. Shoot that, Vance. You can do that.
It's a little something. Nothing crazy. Nice shot there by Vance.
Yeah, I had to coach him a little bit, but he knows what he's doing off the dribble. I really don't have to say much.
He's coached very well. I hear you have him in the gym all the time.
Oh yeah, I had to learn from my former coaches how to do it.
Jimbo, I can't bring Mullen in here if I wanted to, my friend. I'm sorry. As much as I would love to bring tats of all that stuff. Good passing, good vision to pull up court. Delano, though, we're not able to capitalize. Young and Vance.
Young's gonna get himself dizzy out there.
I know each other well. Mojo with a nice cut and a little left-hander.
Mojo surging ahead, trying to get that MVP award.
So a good ball moving now over to Rowe. Vance to Rowe. Rowe over to DePants. Nice little pick action there. DePants still keeps going for those fadeaway threes. Has not been successful, but there's Johnny Hustle, Mr. Blackman with the putback. Say what you were saying.
DePants is coming in. He's like, I'm gonna put on a show. I'm gonna step back to half court and take this shot. Maybe he just needs to pull up. But, hey, it's fun.
You know, the shot clock. Yao trying to go one-on-one with Rowe. Kicks it back out. Good save by Young. Pull up three. No good. I like the kick out, though, there by Yao. Now Vance for three. No good.
Oh, man.
That's not Yao. That's Medici. I don't want to say Yao. That's Medici. Excuse me. Apologies.
He's playing some good defense. Gotta shout out my guy.
Doubling Mojo on the perimeter, and no good there as Rowe up with the rebound. You know, interesting. These guys are calling for a Mohawk mullet. Have you not seen Rylock's haircut?
Right.
David Farmer's haircut is exactly that.
We've got some iconic hairstyles in the CSP. I've always said we need to add like a fashion show to this event.
Yes. Well, Bismack would be the guy that nice no-look pass from Rowe to Blackman. No-look pass. That's a clippable clip right there. Yeah, I mean, if anybody would be the guy to do it, graphics-wise, would be Bismack. He's stellar on the graphics.
Yeah, that'd be fun. We can figure out a way.
$33, $26, $41 in the stream. Appreciate all you guys checking us out. Where's the rest of the CSBA? It's Friday night. I know you guys got no lives. Come on now. I mean, I messaged Rusty. He jumped on the computer. See, Rusty, you got no life, right? You weren't doing anything tonight.
Not tonight.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Personal foul away from the play.
I thought about going out, and I was like, "Well, I gotta watch this CSBA game tonight. I'm league first."
I love it. Not a lot of guys are league first. We know a lot of these guys are league last.
I know.
Big Kyler, I don't disagree, man. But they probably were all watching that ECFL. They probably just spent the last hour and a half on watching the Natty. So David Ware, a nice second effort, puts that in.
Yeah, Ware better not hurt himself out there, but Pat Statton a little bit with those rebounds.
West's shooting percentage is starting to come up. They cut the lead to 5 now. This unit seems to be clicking a little bit better than a few of the others. Pass inside to Ali, and Charlie Banks fouls Ali, and those two guys had many a game against one another.
Yeah, and you know, Banks is right up there with Mojo in the conversations of greatest point guard, I'd say. Of course, he's had more of a down year with his winning team, but still putting up great numbers and does have a championship under his belt.
Yeah, he's actually both Banks and Ali both have a natty on the natty ring.
Yeah, I think Ali's right up there with those point guards in terms of just skill and dominance. I think all three of them are some of the best we've seen.
For sure. Wiersma going to bring up the ball. Wiersma, Kentucky, a product. Banks now over to Ware. Superstar in the chat. What's up, Superstar? Got to bring in my Banks. Can't get it to go.
Man.
Got to bring in my old school SNL. Nice pass to Jackson Edelman, last night's three-point shoot contest winner.
Yeah, showing you should have been in the dunk contest.
Yes, sir. Banks, no look. To Julius Jordan, can't finish. Would have been probably the assist of the game right there, or up for one of them at least.
Yeah, sweet pass, but Jordan's still managing to finish. And shout out to him, a freshman making this All-Star game.
Carr, no look pass into J-Mac as he flies up the court like a plane.
Yeah, that's why I like to see. I like to see the celebrations out.
Banks spin move in the lane, gives it over to Cross, almost threw it away there. Good save by Cross. Cross off the glass, can't get it to go. Good defense by J-Mac. East looking really strong right now.
And former teammates there, Mac and Cross, right?
Yes, sir. Ali and David Ware. I love a lot of the ISO plays we're getting to see here, except Edelman's going to come over and set a screen, and Ali goes inside to give it to him, and he goes off the glass. Good.
Man.
I don't know if you realize that, but I've noticed on a lot of these plays, there's been a lot of ISO. Like, these guys want to go one-on-one, which is so fun to watch.
Yeah, and all the different matchups when they switch off each other.
It'd be cool if it was it's almost as if it was like Park After Dark. And Ali comes up with the steal. Cross court, Brandon Banks for three, no good. Jordan gonna get it up to Cross. Cross got the size advantage on Ali in the post. Instead, gives it to Banks. Banks looked like he was gonna run and try to throw that down, but
yeah, I think he would have.
I think he thought twice about it though, Rusty.
Yeah, smart decision there. Just gain the score.
Ali drip. That's from my man Juke. Rip. So Ali's got 10. Weir's been looking to get his own. Now kicks it out. Ware for three. Oh, tough miss for David Ware as that was 3/4 of the way down before it popped out.
And of course.
That's the way the West's night's gone so far. Edelman top of the key. No good. Ware saves it. Going to go to the cross. Cross drives up and under. Can't get it to go. West just struggling to get even these easy shots, Rusty, to go down.
Yeah, it's almost like the West came in expecting an all-star game, like just offense and have it easy, but East came to play.
Yeah, they definitely came to play, and it's been a little bit of a trackman. Good find to find David Ware backdoor by Banks. One of the few easy baskets the West have had in this game as they cut the lead to 9. Timeout on the court. You're watching the CSBA on Twitch. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Gone on you with the pick and roll. Younger Flame, he in sicko mode. Made this here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out, boys. That's Nike boys hopping our coops. This shit way too big. When we pull up, give me the loot. Give me the loot. Was off the Remy, had a papoose. Had to hit my old town to duck the news. 2-4-hour lockdown, we made no moves. Now it's 4 a.m. and I'm back up popping with the.
All right, welcome back to the Season 6 CSBA All-Star Game. 43-34 East on top. It's been a couple good showings so far from a few players right now, all trying to vie for that All-Star Player of the Game voting.
The West has several contenders. It's hard for me to pick a standout. There's been some good ones.
Yes, there has. Blackman's been the guy for me. One of the guys for the West, I think, has been solid. Ricky Rowe with a nice shot there.
Yeah.
For the East, I think it's tough to say. David Farmer, and probably it's going to be between Mojo and Jalen, I think. Nice pass inside of Farmer to Alpaca.
Yeah, also former teammates again.
Yeah. A lot of connections for these guys. Delano pull-up jumper, no good. He's yet to find his footing here in this game so far, Rusty.
Yeah. The West definitely needs a Houlihan to step up and play the way he said he was gonna.
He drank too much, man. He was giving excuses before the game even started. And Farmer backing his way in there. He's got 9.
Yeah, 8 points in the paint. He's been attacking.
Kyler says Alpaca's full name is Albert Paca? Question mark.
I think probably Alberto. I believe he's from Peru.
Backdoor pass. Stern not able to tip that in. Farmer pull up three. No good. But Alpaca working over Ricky Rowe in the low post gets that to go.
Perfect example right there. Rowe was like, hey, go on, score.
These guys are already itching for halftime. We're about 27 seconds away. Stern looks to the other side. Rowe comes off the screen. He looks to drive, gets double teamed, still throws it up and off the glass. Ricky Rowe.
Great play there.
13-point lead now for the East. Farmer going to hold for one here. Farmer for three. Bang to end the half. Big three from the East of David Farmer. Great first half from both these squads. Obviously, East a little bit stronger of a half as they seem to be in sequence. Aligned. Great buzzer beater by the Mr. Farmers. Both teams head to the bench. Excuse me, to the locker rooms, rather. We are going to watch a little bit of the halftime show, talk a minute or two about it, and then we're going to talk Season 7 here. So, great first half. Obviously, any of those guys really stand out for you? I think there's been a handful of them, but I'd love to hear your take here, Rusty.
Farmer, of course. Not only he's been driving in, he just shot that three. He's been playing defense, great defense too. Ali has been very efficient shooting and passing. There's some Paco's been great on the boards, and the East really needs someone to, or the West, the black team. Forget which side's which.
West.
Yeah, the West. Blackman's the only one that's really showed up. It seems like, and the only one that wants to grab boards and score. It's interesting. They definitely need someone else to help.
Yeah, East shooting about 20% higher than the West, so West's going to need to pick up their shooters, turn their shooters up.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to pause for the cause here as we got to just let this advance, and then I'll pause it. All right, let's take a look real quickly at the leading scorer, and then I'm going to pause it. Who's got the leading scorer? Probably for the East. I'm guessing David Farmer. That would be my guess. It's the highlighted player here. And it is.
Yep.
Farmer probably has about 12 or 14.
12.
12. I was close.
Five or six shooting.
So 12.
Only 7 minutes.
All right. So CSBA, obviously, we know Season 7 is not far away. We have some cool announcements here to make, obviously, with regards to Season 7. One thing I did mention, a little bit of surprise that I haven't talked to anybody. There are some additional dunks that are available. They're standard dunks. They're dunks that are 360 windmill, stuff like that. And I will list them out and add them to the store. But you will now be able to, in addition to purchasing a dunk package, you will be able to not only purchase more than one. So the game allows you to hold up to 15. So what will allow you to do is you'll be able to buy multiple dunk packages. If you buy a player specifically, obviously that cost will remain the same. But we will actually have add-ons of some of those generic style dunks that aren't generally on most players unless it comes with the play like a pro type of dunk scenario. So those are going to be added to the store for next season. It'll be at a more of a discounted cost. It won't be at the same prices as what we pay now for the others. So just something new there. So that's cool. So some new additional dunk animations that you guys are not getting. So that's going to be cool. So that's one thing. Now comes the big reveal. This is really the reveal that 47 people probably showed up for this. And Rusty hasn't seen this yet, so I'm going to want to get some of his take as I kind of go through it one by one. But let's pop this bad boy up on the screen. Drum roll, please. That's my own lame drum roll. There he goes. Rusty giving me a drum roll. There you go. All right, here it is, fellas. Season 7, coach changes and rebrands. So the first start us off, Arkansas will be rebranded to Auburn. From what I hear, that's not going to make David Ware happy. From what I hear, just because I know he's a big Bama fan. But
That's what I thought it was.
Swoosh House taking over the reins from T Cross. My boy Kyler, and then we'll do two at a time here. So Kyler going to take over and shift the entire West Virginia team over to the Florida Gators. So he's going to take his roster with him because he has worked really hard for 3 seasons to build that roster up. So he will bring that over. Comments on the first 2 things here, though, Rusty. What's your thoughts so far? What you say on those first 2?
Shout out to Swoosh House getting that spot and being able to bring in Auburn. Auburn's definitely been a good team in real life, and I watched them a lot, just being an SEC fan, and already have that big rivalry with Alabama and Kentucky. Auburn, they just fit perfectly.
That should also, and then the addition of Kyler, bringing in his West Virginia roster over to Florida, and Florida heading over to West Virginia. Obviously, that just makes the SEC a little bit tougher. We did notice that it was a little weaker this year than in past seasons. And then my boy, let's talk about the next 2. My boy Glass coming back and getting his favorite team of all time in the collegiate ranks, taking over for Big Dog, who's been an amazing coach at OSU. He's taken over Ohio State. And then Josh Bolton, a.k.a. B3LOL, taking over West Virginia in a tough Big 12 conference. Going to have big shoes to fill, obviously, with Kyler coming over to Florida. But what's your thoughts there?
Yeah, Bolton is going to have to try to rebuild that team, the Florida roster, but now at WVU. So that program, once again, having to go through another rebuild. But hey,
I think Josh is going to do a good job there. Yeah. He is a very active guy, and obviously we're not going to let any of these new guys drown. Let's talk a little bit about the next 2. Texas Tech Red Raiders. Murphy O'Houlihan going to move over from Miami, take all that he has learned from our boy GCF Connor, and take over the helm for Mac. And then we actually have Larry Firebird, who's moving from UConn over to Virginia, and then we're rebranding Virginia to Wake Forest. And when I tell you what I've seen from him already behind the scenes on what he's doing for Wake Forest, I can tell you right now the man is serious, and I'm excited to see what he's able to pull off there. But what do you think about those 2 changes there?
Oh yeah, Wake Forest, definitely an interesting pick. Excited to see what he can do. I know he's working hard on it. And Murphy O'Houlihan's like the perfect replacement for Mac, I feel like. Just their personalities, it's like, it just works. Yeah, I mean, Mac I think advocated for him, but Murphy actually applied, so it just totally made sense. And I think that's going to be a great fit. And I don't see Texas Tech missing a step. Now let's talk about the final 3. My boy Matty Vleedog, Matty Ice, my main man, has been doing a lot of color commentary with me. Him and Trelly are going to flip spots. So Trelly is going to slide into the AHC spot, and Mr. Matty Ice, a.k.a. 3Doc, going to take over the helm. Perfect person, I think. He's been really a huge staple at UCLA already this season, just helping a lot of guys, helping progression guys, always willing to help. Super nice guy, perfect fit, if you ask me, to take over from Trelly. And Trelly's not going anywhere. He's going to be his AHC, so solid there. Then K-Town Chaos, solid in his own right, going to come in at USC, take over for Short Fame. We're going to miss a Short coaching, but I think K-Town's going to do a nice job filling there. And then my boy, your boy, specifically, Ricky Vance, a.k.a. Big Headed Derek, going to take over UConn. That's going to be rebranded to Cincinnati. He actually asked for that team specifically on the rebrand. Big Bearcats fan. What's your thoughts of those last 3? Yeah, awesome. Vleedog, a smooth transition there. Already so much with UCLA, like I said. K-Town is going to do great at USC. And bringing in Cincinnati, I know Derek and I always talked about doing that with Marquette, but I just held on to the Eagles, and now to see him step up and be a head coach, very proud and very sad altogether.
Yeah, I mean, this, just looking at this, guys, as we kind of look at some of this stuff, and we'll get back to the second half of the All-Star game here, but just as we kind of look at this stuff, there's some good changes here. I've seen some graphics, I've seen some private discords of some of these teams already, GIFs, memes, all kinds of shit coming that you guys are going to be like pumped. There's going to bring even more content to the CSBA. I think they add some rivalries. And listen, these coaches that we have here, I expect big things. I expect, we could talk about some of the veterans that we're losing, and obviously we're sad to see some of those guys go from a coaching race. But they're not leaving the CSBA, and they're going to help these guys, as are we, to make sure these guys are all successful. So I expect big things. I'm excited by these changes. We'll post this in the league announcements just so everybody has it who hasn't shown up here for this tonight. But I'm excited. I don't know, Rusty, any additional words here? Just any thoughts about any of this that you want to add to what I've already said?
I wanted to shout out Glass finally getting to be at his favorite team with the Buckeyes, and I just love this. I love when there's a new team here and there, just freshen things up, and getting to see the new coaches, new blood come in. Great time.
Yeah, 3 new rebrands, which is great. You got Auburn, Cincinnati, and Wake Forest, so that's going to be fun. And like I said, graphics and some of the things that these guys are going to do, I'm pretty pumped. Glass is a guy that literally was at Michigan State, I believe, for 3 seasons, I believe.
I think so.
I think 3 seasons before he stepped down, and I am beyond happy to have him back. And the fact that he had to play the entire time as a coach in Michigan State, facing his favorite college team in Ohio State, so now he gets to go there, and there's just a lot of excitement here for me. Hopefully, you guys, I'm watching some of the comments here. You guys seem to be just as excited as we are. So, good stuff to come. We will post this just so we have it in league announcements after the game. I'll tag everybody on that one. But thank you guys for all making sure you stick around. And Bismack thinks he's going to be commissioner, and that'll never happen. So you can keep trying for that one, Bismack. With that said, let's get back to the All-Star Game, Season 6 All-Star Game. East up, I believe up 12? If I'm not mistaken, 12. Yep. No, 14. Excuse me. 16. Excuse me. So we're going to need a big comeback here from the West.
I expect Blackman will stay consistently good. Just who can step up? Can it be Vance, or could it be Houlihan? Someone.
Carter for 3, no good. Is Stern. They need to get out in transition. That's the problem. Is Delano spot up for 3? That's good. Bang. Oh, they're going to call it a 2. Call it a 2.
Man. Well, any points is good points, I guess.
Yes, sir. Farmer now with the ball, going to get it over to CJ Mack. Packer going to set a screen for him. Passes inside to Cass. Cass to Farmer. Farmer spin move. He's got to have to fire it up there. Deep 2. Not able to get it to go.
Yeah, got crowded and force up a shot. Now we're seeing some defense from the West. I like that.
Oh, and Houlihan can't finish there.
I think he saw double rims.
I think that's why he was out drinking. He's excited about the coaching thing.
Yeah. Already looking at some real estate out there.
16-point lead for the East. Bryson's going to try and drive on Farmer. Throws it up. Can't get it to go, and the West just continues to struggle.
And Farmer again, great defense.
Now out to Alpaca. So I'm excited about Season 7. I mean, listen, not knocking Season 6. Season 6 has been amazing. Next week we start conference tournaments, which will lead us right into March Madness. It is just crazy to know how the next couple weeks are going to go. But what I will say, Rusty, is that the best part of our season is yet to come.
Oh, yeah. I think this season has been some of the most with parity. We have only one undefeated team. Every conference has 2 or 3 contenders in them. And every team has at least 1 win. That's things we haven't had before.
Yeah, and I think next season, I'm excited by some of the changes that we got coming, too. So, almost tipped in as Houlihan. Houlihan gets that rebound, quick outlet pass. That almost went in, tipped in.
Yeah.
Inadvertently.
Been funny to see.
Delano inside, can't finish at the rim, and the West just continues to struggle, even on easy shots.
Yeah, the East is just clamped down.
I think they're just a better defensive team.
Yeah. Might have been Ali's purpose when drafting.
Oh, Houlihan grabbed that back after he shot it. It wasn't a block. He snatch blocked that on the way to the rim. That was crazy. Clip that. Wow.
I think his mind, he's just staring at that ball. All the effort he can. So just grab it. Don't have to do much more.
So what do you guys think about those changes? I mean, I'm looking at stream chat now. I didn't really have a chance to go through a lot of what you guys were saying as we were talking about it, but you guys like the changes? Hit me up. Curious to know what how you guys feel about some of the changes. Medici, low post on Vance.
Yeah, look at that. Blackman carrying it up court. He's so good. He can do it all. And he's being guarded by Mojo, his old teammate.
Blackman with the putback. Ray's like, can't wait to bring Clemson back. Bismack's going to Texas Tech. Look out, Pax. He's already putting in his transfer request.
Mean team. Is Jim Bob on his way, too? I know those guys are tight.
Maybe. Carr for three. No good. Line drive. No good. The pants. He's shooting from way downtown. Bang. Where was that? Yeah, where was that three in the three-point contest last night?
He said he needed to bring those balls back farther. It was too close to the three-point line.
That was almost like where the coaches stand. That's how far that was back. Carr for two. Rare two for Jim Carr.
I like seeing Carr and DePants guard each other. I believe they're the top two three-point scorers, or at least they're up there with just the most volume.
Connor, the question is can they afford to keep him with whatever the cap ends up being? So Connor said if Mack, McCormick, and Lank all return to Texas Tech, they could be stacked. But can they afford them under whatever the season 7 cap ends up being? I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out.
And, yeah, he's going to have to try to pitch to them and try to keep those guys, or will he let them go and try to just rebuild the team in the way he wants to?
And he may want to do that too. So you never know.
The fun thing about new coaches, you have your pieces in place, and you can start rebuilding over time and add pieces you want. A couple seasons in, it's basically your whole team. We saw that with West Virginia and Kyler, who's now going to Florida, so very entertaining to see. I think I heard Kay Howie yell no.
He wants the competition. He has said he wants a tough competition. He doesn't want a cupcake division, and I don't blame him. I get it.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
You don't hear a lot of coaches say that, but the best way you're going to get better is to be in a tough conference. If you're in a cupcake conference, you may not get the respect. I mean, let's talk about the Pac-12 last year. It was just Gonzaga, right? I mean, not to say that the other teams weren't okay, but nobody was even close to Gonzaga last year, and Gonzaga just steamrolled that whole entire conference.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right.
So, did that hurt Gonzaga? I don't know. I mean, Gonzaga still got to the Natty, but that just shows that they were just that good. But, did that affect Coach Stern's, coaching abilities in a national title game because he didn't play that many difficult teams until he got into the postseason? I don't know. Those are questions and things you think about, maybe that most don't think about.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, you can only play you're scheduled against, and you do welcome that extra competition. No one wants to see big blowouts anyways. No. It's definitely good to have stronger teams come in.
I mean, I didn't like seeing my team, when I was coaching, I didn't like seeing my team blow out a team by like 20, 30 points. That was unexciting to watch because it didn't show the depth and breadth of your team. Nice save by Bryson, gets it into Cross.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I hated watching Kentucky beat me 20 by 20 last season.
no, but I listen. It's better for the CSBA when things are close anyway.
Right.
But
And the coaching talent has gone so much better, and then the new coaches we're bringing in, I think we're going to do a good job recruiting and just being active. It's just, it only gets harder to be a coach.
yeah, CSBA continues to grow. What a nice pass from Stern to Bryson.
Starting to,
The West shooting percentage is just creeping up quarter by quarter.
yeah, seeing them come alive a bit. Defense there.
Houlihan finishing in transition.
And
The West starting to click a little bit better now. It's taking them about a half to get going.
yeah, bringing it back down, only to 7.
So, JT, you can go back with your new player, provided you haven't retired early. Yep, correct. So, if your guy plays through his senior year, he in fact can go back to, if he wants, his new player can go to that same college again if he chooses.
Right.
So, the whole reason why we allow both, so just a little clarity there. I think a lot of people don't get it. So, we originally did that with coaches because of the retire early and reload strategy, giving your team the opportunity to be good all the time. But what we said is, if someone decides there's encouragement to play for years, that if you decide you want to go back and play with a friend or be on the same alma mater that you were at, you counted against the cap for 4 seasons for that team. So that's the flip side of that. But if you retire early, it kind of benefits that whole reload strategy that I was just talking about that were for coaches. So that's the reason why we said you at least have to go play 1 season somewhere else before you can transfer back. Because otherwise it's a dump and reload kind of thing, and it kind of side skirts the cap. So a lot of people don't understand. Listen, a lot of people know about the rule, but they never really fully understand why. But that is the reason why those rules are in place.
Maybe you join a new team as a senior.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's what I want to see from these guys. I mean, we would have never gotten to see an Emmanuel Blackman play for Providence, right, if that didn't happen. So,
Yeah.
Blackman on Providence has been phenomenal, and I love seeing some of these guys play with other people. I mean, listen, I get friends want to play with friends. I get guys want to win championships, but I do like seeing the flip side of that is players getting to play with people they've never played with, or schools or coaches, and learn a lot. And then, listen, in the process, those guys that may be a newer coach or somebody that may not have come from a powerhouse school, they learn something from those new guys coming over too. So there's a lot of there's more benefits than there are negatives. Nice fadeaway baseline jumper by Jalen Ali.
Every time all these scores, I miss some more from Marquette.
You guys were partners for a while there, Marquette. But
Yeah.
you know what? He left, and you've taken that school to another level. So
Yeah, I definitely appreciate him and all he's done to teach me and be a coach. Like I said, join Marquette. I mean, Marquette was solid. They weren't a contender yet.
no,
We
but
have to
Marquette's
take it
on
to
the
next
map now. Everybody knows them, and they're
level.
a strong contender within the Big East. Delano, a little stutter step, gives it over to Cross. Cross, top of the key. That's good as he rattles that home.
Yeah, great play there. Cross. I'm interested what his draft stock's like.
He's going to be very coveted. The question that I have with Cross is his attitude going to be a problem in the locker room?
I see him kind of like a DeMarcus Cousins type guy.
But he can take over a game. It's the one thing about Tyler Cross I really enjoy watching is he can bring it to another level that you don't see from a lot of players. Jordan not able to get that there. Cross can't get the putback to go.
Yeah.
Not a lot of high flying dunks. This is similar to the Rising Stars game where a lot of things are happening. They're happening from beyond the arc. As Delano, just as I say that, throws down the one-handed flush.
Yeah, good hops there.
He's a guy I would have liked to have seen in the dunk contest. We've seen him put a lot of good dunks in through the entire season.
I know, it's a shame we can't get everyone in.
Alrighty, the Wake Forest graphics hitting Discord, by the way, just FYI. Ali for 3, no good, and that's the end of the third quarter, 68-61. Get those fours up in stream chat. This game is flying along, but we are 1 quarter away seeing who will take home the All-Star Game championship. All right, we are back here, fourth quarter. Let's take a look at that State Farm assist of the game. The Alpaca backdoor alley-oop to Joey Cass. All right, I give it an 8.
Yeah, big man to big man. I like that.
Listen, if we put this up for voting, if we put it up for a poll, I'm sure half the guys would have given it like a 6.
Yeah. It's always going to be a bit lower.
I think next year we're going to run a panel as opposed to letting the community vote.
Yeah, see what you guys did.
Blackman finally missing a shot. Alpaca up with the rebound. Leadock said he gave it a 7. He assisted the game. 6.5 from Swift. See, these guys all vote low.
Yeah.
Mack with Rowe all over him. Pass inside to Josh Young. Over there. It's can't get it to go. CJ Mack comes in for the rebound and another chance here for the East. CJ Mack rips.
Yeah, just great spacing there. You know, big old Paca got in the way.
Every time the West gets close, the East has had a response. So it's back to 9. Weir's going to come off the screen. Delano going to hit him in the paint and lays it in. Back to 7. Holy smokes, all of a sudden it just started yawning out of nowhere. Mojo! Strong take.
I felt that too.
I didn't know. It just came out of nowhere. I was like, oh my god, yawn.
Yeah.
I even napped on the couch this afternoon and everything too. I'm so tired.
They need some more high-flying dunks and step-back threes. Like, where's all that at?
Alano's starting to heat up there. It cuts it to 7.
I'll take it. It's only a 2-basket difference, which is interesting. And see, that's only a 7-point game right now.
That's a 3-basket difference. Paca for 3, bang! Now it's more than that.
Yeah, showing his range.
10-point ball game. That's a nice shot from Alpaca. So 75-65, East on top.
And you see Paca's influence. I mean, how many former Georgetown and Iowa players on the court? I think I see at least 3.
Yeah, for sure. Blackman with the rebound and putback. Emmanuel Blackman, senior season, just having a great all-star game here. But yeah, I mean, Pax has done a really phenomenal job. So many Georgetown and former Georgetown players. His CSBA tenure and legacy is strong.
Definitely.
Only coach ever to coach an undefeated team the entire way for a national championship. So that still stands out there. Although I know Miami's and Connor's gonna do everything in their power to try to replicate or duplicate rather that same efforts.
Yeah, and Connor at Miami has just been dominant. I mean, I think his worst seasons have been like 7-1, and it's consistent at the Final Fours. Great coaches there, and you see that being represented by having a couple players at the All-Star game.
The one thing I'll give Connor a ton of credit. He knows basketball. He understands 2K and how things work. He's the guy that has helped us as well. You know, Hawk and a few others helped us with the new arcs and potentially more coming for next season. I know he's working behind the scenes. A lot of people don't know that. So we might have some more arcs for next season. His rare miss from Mojo gets the rebound and puts it back in.
That'll be fun too, new arcs, and we're seeing all these old archetypes going to be phased out. Mojo's a senior, Banks a senior. All these old arcs going to be gone, and we're entering the new era.
Yeah, I think we have one more season left of the old arcs, but as each one fades, they're not allowed to make an old arc player, so they got to make a new one. So we're seeing less and less. Rowe fouled by CJ Mack, gonna go to the line and shoot 2.
Bro hurt himself out there? Or is he just whining?
It's probably just why he's a big baby. He whines a lot.
Yeah. I mean, just look at his headband.
I mean, the guy wears a fucking tie for a headband.
Yeah, a tie.
He's a fucking prima donna.
Yeah. Good enough season to get to the game.
Poor Willie D's got to deal with his toxic ass in the locker room.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed my time watching Willie. That's funny. Vance just called him Zoolander. That's great. J Mac. That's great. That's a funny one. He does look a little bit like Zoolander, not? That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Banks and gets it to go. I actually thought that was going to come off the rim. Good take by Charlie Banks.
Yeah, and it's becoming quite the game now.
West is starting to try to creep their way back. They keep getting it to like 5 or 7. They haven't been able to get the lead though. Medici fouled, counted him 1. Ricky Rowe with a bad foul.
Wow. And Medici, what a season by him, really stepping up to lead those Mountaineers.
Yeah, future Florida Gator, I believe, unless he's a senior.
I believe he's a junior.
Yeah, so 1 more year, he's going to head to the swamp.
Yeah, always. Florida's traditional basketball powerhouse. I'm interested to see if Kyler can bring that same level down to the swamp.
I think he will. I'm excited to see what he does there. And I think Bolton's going to put his stamp on West Virginia. It may take him a season or 2 to put his stamp on it, but he will. I know it.
Yeah, and Kyler is kind of like the model there. Good scorer. Kyler, he's had that West Virginia team, I think, 2 or 3 seasons, and he's rebuilt that. And then your coach, Willie, building up Purdue, rebranding them.
Yeah, I mean, the last time Florida's had, and it's not a knock on people that have had Florida in the past, but the last good coach Florida has had has been David Ware. He did a nice job for a season or 2.
Yeah.
But we haven't gotten anybody to stick in Florida, and the fact that he wanted to go there to me was such an awesome thing.
Yeah, definitely a good sign. So they're a good basketball, traditionally a very good team. I would like to think they got a lot of fans, so definitely excited to see what they can do.
And by the way, just a little note to the rest of the CSBA: Kyler didn't ask for his team to come with him. That's me doing that for him because of how hard he has worked. And to ask him to have to redo all that over again just to go to a team that he covets, I thought was unfair. And I think he was deserving of it. So that is the reason why. That's the reason why you're not seeing that anywhere else. Could have done that, but...
Yeah, it's definitely fair.
Medici trying to get the N1. Luigi Medici with 7 here. Chance to make it 8 and 9. Free throw up and good. The funny part is, Rusty, the high number of this stream for viewership was 57. Guess when that was? Halftime.
Yeah, halftime.
Now, these guys are around. They knew.
I mean, the nice thing about All-Star games, you would hope your whole team's here to watch your guy. And there's a lot of representation.
Yeah, I would think, but it is what it is. I know, Vance, you're here.
Cool.
Vance, you're the consummate pro, my friend. Carr for 3, bang! And that's the reason why you have Cincinnati, and that's the reason why I've been bugging you for 3-4 seasons already to coach. So,
yeah, I'm so proud yet so sad.
Where drip? Ray's always there lurking. I agree. Carr.
Yeah.
So I know who the active peeps are. Piz, Swoosh, Bismack. Appreciate all you guys. Carr gonna get a screen fired up for 3. Line drive, no good. Mack trying to keep it alive, and Cross finally comes down with it. Banks is like, give me the ball. Cross is like, no.
Yeah, what a cross thing to do.
We know DePants is going to jack up a 3 because he's been doing it the
probably
entire
step back.
time. Carr with the foul on Banks. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Playing Banks, true to himself, having a lot of volume. Sure, he's got a lot of points right now and a lot of shots.
I will say this, you guys. I know that there are new teams coming, but you guys are if you're a head coach moving over to another team, don't give up on your team already. You still got basketball to play in conference tournaments next week, so.
Oh yeah.
Which we'll have that schedule posted either tomorrow or Sunday. We already know who's playing who and what days already, so that's out for the guys that actually do jobs. Jay Mack with a nice follow. So it's just got a matter of us putting that up. 91 to 80. East just refuses to go down here. DePants again for 3. Bang! Is he finally starting to get in rhythm now?
Yeah, left him wide open and can't do that.
He loves that fadeaway 3. Is East going to call timeout? All right, here it is. Jordan, player of the game, going to go to Jalen Ali.
Wow. It's been his scoring, his passing, his defense. I'm sure he's got a few rebounds in there, but
Yeah, he's got done a little bit of everything. I didn't know if he had enough points, but
yeah, he's been very consistent too throughout this game. I mean, Farmer comes in and just explodes, then just because of rotation's gone for a bit. So
yeah.
all these seems to have been a constant presence for one.
Pass picked off. Quick chance here for the West. Not able to capitalize in transition. Now Jordan going to kick it over to Ware. Ware going to fire it out. They're going to reset. Gets it out to Charlie Banks. Banks missed the pass. He probably figured, I don't want to see another 3. Banks going to go in for the 2-handed flush.
Yeah, we know he can get up there and dunk it. Comparison with Mojo. Longtime rivals.
Possibly, maybe next season we'll nominate a couple players for the vote for player of the game, the All-Star game. That the community. Nice pass from Banks to Julius Jordan as the West starting to go on a little bit of a run, 11-2 run here.
You want a community to vote or another panel?
No, community vote. I mean, we would put it up based on the stats at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Cross for a rare 3, no good. But Julius Jordan with a tap, and he's come alive. He's activated, and this is the closest it's been. It's a 2-point game with 1:55 to go.
Yeah, wake up.
May not want to bring the starters in. Ali for 3, bang!
That's why he's the MVP.
Yes, sir.
Defending champion.
Timeout on the court. 5-point lead with 1:46. Jimbo, very true, very true. Inbound pass to Banks. Now Farmer back in the game, getting over to Blackman. Blackman into pants, back to Banks. Plenty of time on the shot clock here. Double screen high, trying to give Banks a little room. He drives up and under, and what a floater by Charlie Banks.
Yeah. Point guard's coming to life, and I think Farmer replaced Ollie, funny enough.
He did. Backdoor alley-oop to Cass, and Cass misses the tap-in alley-oop. So a chance here for the West to potentially tie it up or pull within 1. Farmer really played defense. I love David Farmer. That's why he's so fun to watch. He plays defense. And Banks again. Charlie Banks.
Wow.
Starting to take it over. Cuts it to 1. He's got 12.
Yeah, Banks might sneak in for that MVP the way he's playing this fourth quarter. And I don't even think Blackman's out there.
Yeah. Blackman would have been the guy I gave it to, but again, we're just going off of what the game gave it to, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're always going to lean to the winning team, but a 1-point game, 45 seconds.
Josh Young makes it a 3-point game. Both teams with a timeout here. Banks brings it over at the half-court line. Big possession
see
here.
the
Banks gets fouled by Farmer.
Oh. Okay. Banks decides just to take over.
Big free throws here. It's the first.
Nice. Got that clutch jeans and champion winner his first year.
Ice in his veins, too.
Yeah.
Knocks them both down. Big. So the West can play for one. They can D up here. They don't have to foul.
Yeah. Play defense. Don't give up a three like that.
CJ Mack can't hit it, and there's a chance for the West.
Wow.
Emmanuel Blackman gets it over to Banks. Baseline jumper. Charlie Banks coming alive.
Oh,
and
wow.
the first time, other than the opening bucket, the West has got the lead with 18.6 to go.
And look at that. And Skip, he's got that swagger.
And the 19 people that left, not here to witness, the West take the lead with 18.6 left to go.
Yeah.
We've seen this before, though. We saw Emmanuel Blackman hit a three, so, like, anything is possible, but it looks like the East is going to hold for one here.
Boy, who they give it to?
Try to win the game. Now they go in motion with 7 to go. Josh Young going to get a screen. Double screen comes. He could have had a clean look there. Decides to bring it a little closer. Pull up jumper. Hits it at the buzzer. It's Josh Young.
Wow.
The slam dunk champion wins it for the East.
What a week for him.
And Michael Bryson cannot believe it.
Man. So tough to fight all the way back, get the lead, and Josh Young got to put them to rest. Buzzer beater.
Fun. That was a fun.
These All-Star games.
Listen, that's back-to-back All-Star games, or maybe even 3 in a row now we've had that has come to a last-second shot. So
yeah, crazy. I mean, you just get that much talent. These games are going to be close.
Yeah,
even though this game's like consistently like 5 to 8 points, but like still, wow.
No, I mean I agree. I mean these numbers are all pretty close, so not much to look at here. Although the West did shoot a little rough from beyond the arc, but
only three-pointers for the West.
Yeah, not many. Let's take a look at the box score. Let's go through. So Jalen Ali, solid game, 17 points, 8 assists. So yeah, very worthy of player of the game. And I would agree that with the team responsible for teams 34, you can't best that. I'm sorry. I mean I don't know what the West Side is yet. We haven't gone there. West Side. But we'll have to take a look at that. Mojo Rising finishes 12-2-3. David Farmer also a solid game, 12-2-2. 9 for BB Quattro. Quattro did a little bit of everything in this game. Luigi Medici with 9-1. Paca with 9. That's a really nice game from Alpaca. Nice stat line from him. Jim Carr 8-1-3. Edelman 8-3-2. J-Mac 6-6-2. Josh Young winning it at the buzzer. Only 4 points in this game. But the one that mattered, let's take a look at the highlights. Here it is. Game over. Game, set, and match right there on that last highlight. He even got a dunk in this game, so.
Yeah. What a game.
CJ Mack. Joey Cass 2-5-0-1. Steve Carter, only guy not to score for the East, to slip over to the West. Charlie Banks tried to equal. Listen, Banks and Blackman played really well in this game. Jalen Ali, I think, just a little bit, just a tad better, Rusty. I mean,
yeah. Well, he had all those assists.
I mean, responsible for 34 points. So,
yeah,
I think that's a big reason why. But Charlie Banks really tried to put the West on his back, certainly in the fourth quarter. That's the best I've seen Banks play since his time at Clemson. Maybe that'll be good for Syracuse in the postseason. Emmanuel Blackman, 16-9, almost a double-double, 8 of 10. Solid game by Blackman. Julius Jordan, a lot of points in the fourth quarter, 12, 6, 3, and 1. A good game from JJ there. DePance shot a lot of threes. All his shots were 3 of 6. Finishing with
staying true to
to who he is. Anthony Delano finishing 10-1-2. Wiersma with 7. David Ware 6-2-2. Bryson with 4. Houlihan a little too much alcohol last night. Only has 4 and 4, but he did have 2 blocks. Tyler Cross 4, 6 and 3. Ricky Rowe also struggled in this one. only had 3 points. Really wasn't featured much in the offense in 11 minutes. And Sterling Stern and Ricky Vance closed us out. So everybody got points in this game with the exception of Steve Carter. Sorry to say. But a lot of good stuff here tonight. I'm really super excited about the game we just saw. Josh Young obviously winning at the buzzer. We have a lot of great stuff coming between all the new coaches and the rebrands. So excited about that. Talked a little bit about the additional dunks coming to the store for next season. So that'll be another thing to look forward to. But Rusty, great night for the CSBA. What's your thoughts? Any parting words before we head off for the night? I appreciate you jumping in the booth and calling this with me.
Yeah, no problem. Love it. Love the energy. All-Star break's always a great time. Competition, seeing the stars come out, and definitely had a great game to back up that. A great halftime show with all the reveals. A lot of fun. Definitely look forward to season 7, and also really look forward to the end of this season.
Yeah, postseason starts Monday. I don't know about you, but I am jacked and ready to go. Ready to see who comes out as a national championship. But this is really when we see teams really take another step forward and see who is championship caliber, who wants to make a run for the Natty. A lot of good tournament play yet to come. So I'm looking forward to it. Appreciate you again, Rusty, and season 7 not far away, but we got a lot of work to do for season 6. So make sure you guys tune in next week as we start conference play. For my boy Rusty here, I am Scott Drake, aka Wired 71. This is CSBA season 6 All-Star game. Saying good night. See you later. Peace out. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you on Monday. Peace.